and we're starting to see the excitement for New Year's resolutions die down.
And for many, weight loss is at the top of the list for resolutions.
That's right. So joining us now is Dr. Frank Chae. He's a bariatric surgeon. The start of the new year is a time for people to set goals for many. That includes weight loss and improving overall health. Doctor, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Yeah, that's great. So how do you talk to your patients about their weight loss journey? I'm sure it's got to be a complicated topic.
I think, first of all, New Year's resolution is a great way to start the brand new year. However, all the study shows that the diet plans don't work, and so by the time that we're actually discussing the subject right now, most of us, we're human beings. We will typically fail the diet or fail to show up for the gym and so on. So, and that's just ingrained in our human nature. So I think the first thing is don't blame yourself. This is what happens to most of us.
Right.
And number two, there is a way to override this in that we are human beings. We're adapted for slow, gradual change rather than drastic changes. So it's good to not eat less, for example, but eat better. So if we can choose perhaps more fruits that we love, that we actually like into our diet program, and choosing physical activities that we actually enjoy, rather than on a treadmill, maybe going out to the park, or even like a hobby like bird watching. These gradual changes are what works better. So don't eat less, but eat better. I think that's the first step we can do.
Yeah.
Bird watching, who knew? That was a good,
Hey,
healthy activity.
Active, right?
Yeah, it's great. So a number of Americans, they are using weight loss drugs. We've been doing lots of stories about that. Reports of potential side effects have been growing along with that, including depression, even suicide. And recently a study found that there is a lower risk of suicidal thoughts when it comes to Ozempic or Wegovy compared to other drugs. So how do you approach research like this?
Yes, first of all, we are living in exciting times today. We have much more tools to combat obesity. And it's important to remember that there's different degrees of obesity and different degrees of treatment. For example, I deal with the morbid obesity group where the obesity actually causes disease and puts them in danger of heart attack, stroke, breast cancer, and colon cancer. And those people in morbid obesity group need surgical therapy and on top of that, perhaps medications. Now, there's a second group called the people who suffer obesity, and that's where I think the medical therapy like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy are really effective, especially if they suffer type 2 diabetes. So it's important to distinguish the two. And of course, there's the rest of us who still need to lose weight, but we're not quite in the obesity or morbid obesity category. So I think medical therapy under medical supervision is going to be really effective.
Yeah. Doctor, we only have a few seconds left here, but are there such things as overdosing when using these weight loss drugs? That's a big topic as well.
Yes, sir. I think we have to be really careful about these medications. They have side effects which can land you into the emergency room. And also, make sure that it's prescribed by physicians and healthcare providers, because there are a lot of fake imitations out there that you can purchase online, and that'll put you in danger as well. So like any medications, this has to be supervised medically.
Yeah, that's always good advice. Yes. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
it's
you.
A very important topic
here.
Good
to see you.
Yeah. And you can watch all of our health interviews, by the way, on our website, cbscolorado.com. We'll be right back.